Hi everybody, this is Phillip Guan, CPA. Welcome to classes of teaching how to do tax return with the Dre tax software. So this classes is going to be class number 10. So Dre tax software, thanks for them to provide the training classes material. And those material, none of them are real client informations, and they all make up numbers. So we are very careful to take good care of clients' confidential information. So with that, because the 2024 tax software, the number 10 classes had not been released. So what I do is I using the 2023 version of it. So I do using the 2024 to kind of show it to you. So now what I'm going to do is going to share my screen. Let me make sure I am open up my software first, and then I will. I will share my screen. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, at this moment, I want to show you to what is the end finished tax return looks like. Okay, the end tax return looks like this because I just using a Chinese Mandarin to finish the training. So this is the finished tax return. The husband and wife and no kid, and they are 2W2, and also their dividend is qualified dividend. So you receive the client information like this. W2. The dividend doesn't look like this. The dividend is like 1099 EIV along with others. And they also have a 1099. So now, let me go to here. Now, as you load over those information, now return verify joining. This is a social, the first name, last name, birthday, occupation, the phone number, email, and doesn't apply for any of those. And then the spouse, taxpayer, is spouse EIN number on in the social, excuse me, and the first name, last name, birthday. Well, they make it up in the same birthday. Okay. There's the home address. You put the zip code, they pops the city and the state. What I do is I hit the tab button, the keyboard. You can do whatever, you can click, you can do things, but I think Find is more comfortable for me. So I check, they don't have any foreign account, nor they have any digital asset. Now this is what's inside our company, who did the tax return, and if we invoice them, how much you charge them, right? This is the tax return, the federal tax, and how much was it? And this is state of California for the last year taxes under the total tax, like line 24. So this will figure out if there's any penalty that they need to be paid for the estimate tax underpaid. Now they also have health insurance, which is like that. And as well as they have all IDs, they are not expired. And right here, we're good. In here, it put today's day, you tap, you did the code for the company, okay? CPA firm. Those are auto-generated. You go here, you check this little box right here, and you normally put the state. And because the software doesn't have a state tax return ready, that's why we don't run it. But in a normal situation, we should not have this. And we also want to get the miscellaneous and get the software to tax them when their tax return get accepted. But they need to be signed. Now, they pay estimate tax 1,000 every single quarter. So the first one is April 15, 2024. The second one is 2 months later, not 3 months later. The third one is 3 months later. The fourth one is 3 months later. But when sometimes the 15th fall in a weekend, they will go to the next business day. Since there's the estimate tax, so I am applying if there's anything left to next year, and then also ask the computer to generate the estimate tax. So now go to, they don't have kit. W2, the first kit, now they have a special treatment. They pay their own self-employed tax. So therefore, there's no Social Security and Medicare tax. So can they choose out from that? Yes, they could, but they have to pay the Social Security in here. Either or. You either pay self-employed tax or pay payroll tax. The church will make that decision. The second one is the spouse. Normally, the 17 state tax have it, and also 19. There's also, like, for example, California, you should have a California SDI dividend. There's the same investment company, they have it. So you can just straight out input in here. Or you can double click inside, you input it. Now, there's nothing in the left side. This one doesn't have any. The ID, I believe, is all up to date. Yeah. If not up to date, you need to update it. If there's any deposit, they would like to put it in or for the refund. They will use today's date as the date to process this tax return. So now, we're done with the first steps. We go to the second one. When they do, now at this moment, this is 2,500, this office in here. So now, you could do you check a little bit in here. The auto is in here. So now what let me show you this. Let me show you 2023 in here. 24 to 23. So this last year, I put the same number in here. No, we should have this in this number. So how this number is going to be achieved to get this? Okay. Right here. Put it in here. Now, this right here. It's going to give you this calculation. But those are not the most important thing as well. It's just now in here, we're going to the system is going to figure out what is tax-free for them to have allowance, and the thing they could be tax-free. And then they will calculate the percentage. And then from here, from each and every of them, they get a percentage. And then get to this. So that's how this number was calculated. Just 1284 was calculated in here. Right there. So and then down here, 1284. And then in this one, they will be all these things will be if you input right, and they will pop all the business, all the things right for you. So now, you will find a little bit confused and not feel comfortable for this calculation and that input, but I would suggest you to do a few more time of look at the situation, and also get it into the right places. it's not very often. There's a lot of people have this situation, but you will, when you're in the practice, you will see the clients. You have some clients in fulfill this situation. So therefore, now if you're not familiar with it, and you should let your supervisor know this, okay, I'm not very familiar with it. So maybe let other people who knows more and well of this area, so you can just do others. Okay, there will be always opportunity when you really feel very comfortable to do so. Okay, now with this one, so why this one? Well, this is it go to because it add up the old. This is the 2023 tax return I showed it to you. So now, what I would like to do is would like to show it to you. All the basic input, even the year after year, are similar. Like this is 23, the W is the same, similar, right? And the dividend, the same thing in here. And the Schedule C is also the same thing. You will not feel very comfortable for these schedules. It's going to take you some time to understand the overall how this whole thing works. So now, with what I just explained to you, I would like you to, I'm going to give you some more time to rest today and finish these classes early. So then tomorrow, I will teach you guys the new things. I have been like, keep talking all day. Okay, so I already stopped the recording. Let me stop the recording.